Morning guys, Heather from Heatherzenfulcrochet. Today's video is just a little market recap for you. My market was yesterday, April 13th. A little 4-hour vendor event at a local venue. Yesterday here, the temperature was pretty nice. Kind of cloudy, partly sunny, but the wind was ferocious. All the vendors were inside. I originally thought there were going to be some outside vendors, but they weren't. There weren't any outside vendors. I don't know if that was due to the wind or if they didn't have any outside vendors. Everybody was inside. It was really nice, beautiful place. I'll try to post some pictures. I didn't video. I didn't really feel comfortable videoing, so I did take some pictures, couple pictures of the aesthetic of the place and of my booth. So I'll try to insert some of those in the video here if I can figure that out. But traffic was kind of slow, and I kind of thought it would be, but I think the weather, the wind may have hindered some of that. They did have the cutest little brown furry cow that they had out there that little kids could get their Easter picture taken with. So I think that attracted some people to have that done, including my grandkids. They showed up, they got their picture taken with the cow when they came and visited me, and it was nice. But I didn't make a whole lot. I'm okay with the amount I made. Like I said, the traffic wasn't great, so what I did make, I think, was okay for the amounts of traffic that there was. The booth in front of me sold resin stuff and crystals, that kind of stuff. They had some really amazing items. But I don't think that they made any sales the entire time they were there. So I'm pretty happy with what sales I did get. The booth fee was $10. So with sales, my profit was $46. Made a total of 56 minus the $10 booth fee. So $56 is what I made, which, like I said, I'm okay with that. It's my very first vendor event. I told myself going into it, this is just to get my feet wet, see how I liked vendor events, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I'm kind of a introvert and not really a people person, but I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Um, I think it was all people that bought for me were kids, and some of my items, they got a lot of attention but didn't get bought, which is okay. When I got there, well, not when I got there, but halfway through, there was another lady who came by. She gave me a little flyer, and she is putting on a vendor event in a little town. I don't know, probably 30-40 minutes from here. It's a little fundraiser for, she called it their floral shop. So they were having some food and some vendors. So, and it's on a Sunday as well from 11 to 3, another little 4-hour vendor event. So I may do that one as well. I did enjoy doing this one. I liked that it was small to start with, to get my feet wet so I could practice the square. I do have a square reader, the kind that you slide the cards through, so I did get to use that. One person paid with card, everybody else paid with cash. And I did use the Square app to take cash as well, to keep track of inventory, because I did inventory and put everything into the Square app. So I did enter the cash payments there to keep track of inventory. It was really easy. So if you I'm sure most people do, but if you don't have a Square reader or ever use Square, it's really easy. It kind of intimidated me at first, but it it was really smooth. I didn't have any hiccups with it. Card went through just fine, and it was just smooth as butter. I really enjoyed using it, so really happy that I have that and as an option. So um, what I sold, I'll just get into that. So like I said, I made $56, and everything I sold were the smaller items. The most expensive item I sold was $12. It was a little bird in a multicolored, variegated, like purple and yellow yarn. A little boy bought that. He just, out of all the things, he loved it. So, and I think he thought it was a chicken, but that's okay. If it's a chicken to him, it's a chicken. So that was my most expensive item that was sold, was a bird. Then I sold two of my peeps, a yellow one. I don't remember the other color. I know I sold a yellow one, but it might have been a pink one. I sold one of my chubby axolotls. It was a pink one with the like purple little frills. This little girl, she looked at the table. She thought she wanted a chicken, and then her mom's pointed out the axolotls, and she went over to the axolotls, and she just loved it. But her parents were like, well, because I was the first table they stopped at. Oh, excuse me, my hips hurt. My table was in the middle, not the first table, but the second table in the row, and then there was tables to the side on both sides. So I was in the middle aisle, second row back, and I was the first table that they stopped at. But she loved it and wanted to get the axolotl. But her parents were like, no, let's walk around and look around, make sure that's the item that you want. So they, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes later came back, and she went straight to the axolotl and bought it. She just fell in love with it, and she wanted that axolotl. So very happy she got that. I sold one pink rubber duck. This lady and her two teenage daughters came. They had the cutest little dogs. The two daughters, they each had a little black and brown chihuahua. They were holding chihuahuas. They were cute. And then the mom had a little puppy. She said it was a Chiweenie, so I'm guessing a half wiener dog, half chihuahua. But oh my gosh, it was the cutest little dog I've ever seen. So cute. But they bought 3 items. They bought the pink rubber duck, one of my small, and I think it was the brown one, the little jelly bean bunny, and one of the pocket octos, I believe in blue. They each bought 1 item, and I believe they were buying it for their dogs. I'm pretty sure they bought them for their dogs. Not to really like chew up and play with, but just to like cuddle with, because they were pretty chill dogs. They just kind of sat there, very well behaved. But I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. That's everything I sold. Like I said, a lot of people looked at my F-bombs, thought they were cool and cute, and I had the emotional support pickles. People looked at those and laughed about those. They liked those. Didn't buy. What else? Oh, I had my snail. It got picked up and looked at. I thought there was a girl that was gonna buy it, but she didn't. She put it down. Let's see. And my bass. The bass I made, it got a lot of attention too. People really enjoyed it, but no buyers. But like I said, it's okay. I'm okay with the turnout. I was pretty happy with it. I made my booth fee back, $46 profit on top. So I know that's not much, but it's my very first vendor event. Traffic was kind of low. The venue was just amazing. And they do have vendor events once a month, I guess. So I don't know. I might do another one there. Depends on what's going on. But yeah, um, just thought I'd come on and show you. I'll try to put up some pictures. I did post some pictures on my Instagram stories yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw them. But yeah, that was my vendor event. Just a little 4-hour small vendor event. I enjoyed it. Got to look at the other vendors. And I actually knew one of the other vendors. They made baked goods and they did really good. The food items did really well. There was a lady there who did a build your own cupcake stand where you picked the flavor of the cupcake and the frosting and the toppings, and she made the cupcake right there in front of you. That was pretty cool. So yeah, it it was okay. I enjoyed it, and I got information for another vendor event while I was there. I got a business card from the lady. Oh, I was going to tell you, from the lady in front of me who has the resin and crystals. She looked at my possum and she asked me if it was a possum or a guinea pig. I said, it's a possum. She says, well, my daughter's been wanting me to get her a guinea pig, and I don't want to get her a guinea pig. So I thought if I could find a plushy guinea pig, I would get her that. So I said, well, I can make a guinea pig for you. I said, just message me on Instagram, and she took my business card. So later in the day, I went over and I was looking at her booth. Like I said, they had some really, really amazing stuff. They had, the dragons, and they had some really cool looking Ouija boards, which I don't mess with, so I didn't buy any of that. But just really cool. They had dominoes made of resin, just some really cool stuff I had never seen. I asked her if they ever made Bigfoots. I'm into Bigfoot, if you don't know. So I asked if they've ever made a Bigfoot. She goes, well, we make a Bigfoot keychain. I'm like, oh, okay. Said it was like $10. I'm like, okay. So later, while they were packing up, before they left, I went over and I told her I would message her about the guinea pig, and asked if she'd be willing to do a trade, the Bigfoot keychain for the guinea pig. And she was, oh yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, just text me. So yeah, got some networking there and doing a little trade for some product that she wants and I want. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was a nice event, a nice place, and good experience for my first vendor event. So anyway, that is all this video is going to be today. And thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, obviously hit the like button. If you're new here and you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. My next video, I think I'm gonna continue with my series of crocheting all of my saved free Instagram patterns. So look forward to doing that as well. And I'll let you know if I decide to do that other small vendor event. So thanks guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.